Namaste everyone. I stand before you, honored and privileged to be acknowledged as an accomplished educator. It was indeed an unforgettable experience and an unforgettable moment. I'll just share some of my views as to what it means to be a teacher in the 21st century. To begin with, unfortunately, teaching is not perceived as a prospective career by many of the youngsters. Neither the parents encourage their kids to simply go into this profession. I think we encourage our children to become doctors, to become software engineers, to become engineers, and all these different fields which are very lucrative. Obviously, teaching is a difficult profession. There are three reasons why teaching has not picked up as a profession now. First one is that it's not a very lucrative career. Most of the professions, we look at the success of the profession in terms of the money that it generates. And teaching definitely, lags far behind so far as that aspect is concerned. Secondly, teaching has a very limited scope of growth. If you are working with a company, you may join as a salesperson and you stand a chance to become a board of director one of these days. But in teaching, your growth, as in terms of the hierarchy, is very, very limited. Third thing, what I feel is there are no parameters of success. In the business, I think at the end of the year, the balance sheet speaks about the success or failure of that particular year. But in case of teaching, whatever that we achieve, it's not measurable. We really do not know where and when and how we have touched the life of a child. It's definitely not measurable. And maybe that is why this is a profession which is not adopted by many of the youngsters. The challenges that are faced by the students of today are very, very different from the challenges that we faced when we were in school or colleges. The challenges are rigorous, and hence the role of the teacher is also very, very rigorous. The job of the teacher really ranges from the email account that has been hacked by the fellow student to a student who is really, really depressed about not being able to perform well in the class, to the global warming, to the what will happen to us in future. The problem of today's students are the problems of choices. As I said, when we were studying, we didn't have much choice. We know that after 9th standard, we have to go to 10th, after 10th, 11th, 12th, FY, SY, TY, and so on. But today, at a very young age, all the students have many choices, and it's where the role of the teacher changes over here. Instead of just mere information providers, the role of the teacher becomes that of somebody who guides the students to make the correct choices. How is this profession different from other professions? The teaching profession is definitely different from other professions in the sense that teaching is the basis of all other professions. I bet there are so many professionals over here, and you will give credit to your teacher for whatever success, whatever foundation that they have laid. That is why you have come this far. If I take my own case, my teachers at Sister Nivedita School, I'm really thankful to them for giving me what they have given me, and that is what that, whatever that I am in front of you, that is all thanks to them. In this particular profession, there is delayed gratification in the sense I have already said that the success cannot be measured. You may get to know that many a times the student may come to you after 10 years and that student may say that, ma'am, you said this particular line in the class, and believe me, I really stuck to that line, and here I am, successful, fully achieving whatever that I wanted to achieve. In this particular profession, we are constantly dealing with human brains. These are the evolving brains. Every class and every child brings a different and a difficult challenge, and that's why I would say that in our profession, there are no experienced teachers. I may be experienced for 10 years, I may have experience of 10, 20 years, but I know that every year a new class comes in, and along with it, it brings a new challenge and something else for us to learn. So far as the rewards of this profession, as I said, you get a chance to shape the future. I think that is what motivates most of the teacher, that you get a chance to mold the future, you get a chance to touch the life of a child. I would like to bring to your notice over here that many a times that students open up more to their teachers than to the parents. Many a times when they are depressed, whenever they have some problems, they can share it with their teachers when they cannot share it with their parents. So far as OIEA Awards is concerned, that was really an exhilarating moment. A very, I would rather say that award was not for me. I was just representing the community of teachers who have been working hard. Sometimes they go unsung. They do not get the rewards, they do not get the awards, but still dedicatedly they do their work and they continue with their work without any expectation. I was just fortunate enough to represent that community, nothing more than that. The conference theme at Florida was learning beyond boundaries, and one thing I have learned as a teacher is constantly you have to cross the boundaries, not the geographical ones, but even the personal ones. There are so many boundaries within which we function, and we have to cross them from time to time to simply achieve something which is very excellent. And believe me, to excel is a habit. Once you start that, you will not compromise with something which is lesser than that. I would like to thank members of all 4 Rotary clubs of Rajkot for bestowing me with this particular vocational award and honoring me. I really thank even TGS, my parents and God for bestowing me with all these privileges which are very rare to any other people in my profession. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.